Hello, it's Fran Davidson from psychicandenergywork.com.au, and this is part one of my monthly observations for November 2024. If you're coming via the website, you're already aware that there is a bit of extra narrative written there on the monthly observations page. If you're coming direct via YouTube or social media, it might be worth going through to the website just to get the intro or even frame everything that I've said in this video. So this video is about looking back at October very, very briefly. If you want to do it in more detail, either go to the YouTube videos on October, my monthly observations, or again, go through to the website to the archive page where you'll find all of the blurb that was written as well as the links to the video. All very long-winded. So October 2024, I think the thing that stands out for me is the number of master numbers that were hanging through the chart, and 3 of those were 10 ones. So 10 is a really interesting dynamic because 1, whether it comes in the form of a 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1, or whether it's just straight 1, yeah. But 1 is always a time where the universe helps us to stand on our own 2 feet to the next level. That doesn't mean we were doing a shabby job at that to begin with. What it means is that the universe is forever inviting us to become, of course, more spiritual. But within that are words like grounded, objective, adult, rather than child or egoic. 1 is also the aspect of tuning into higher self. In other words, channeling soul rather than ego, rather than just mind. And so we had 3 of those dynamics in last month's chart. 1 is enough. 1, 10, 1 is enough. So 3 quite possibly brought you more experiences or chances to grow through, probably both, the dynamics of self. Not only discovering yourself again on whatever aspect that was presenting, and usually that is for each of us a mix of egoic self or child, or even addicted self, needy self, dependent self, even assuming self. Through to the aspect of, again, soul, divine self. In other words, the big picture, where the individual is connected well enough to the right guidance in such a way as they sort of get a sense for the why of what's going on right now. They sort of get a sense that, you know what, no matter what's happening, it's happening for a reason, even if I don't get that yet. 1 is interesting because 1 is also about leadership. And therefore it is about being the best example of you, irrespective of your age, irrespective of your job title, in a way that is, again, about channeling the right stuff. So to the degree that you found last month, October 2024, a time that really quite possibly stretched you in this way, not necessarily unpleasantly, but stretch you in a way of, being patient with others, or even having to, shall we say, draw the line with others, draw boundaries or maintain boundaries, establish boundaries that looked after not only you, but everybody else in the name of integrity. Because 1, as a spiritual vibe, is, of course, integrity in itself. I mean, you could say that about any number, but what I'm saying there is 1 is that aspect of, I know myself so well that there is no need for window dressing. There is no need for subterfuge, underhandedness, manipulation, avoidance, and all those sorts of things that we can all get up to from time to time, consciously or not. So 10-1 is a time also, because of that 0, it can bring in more space, more nothing, more lack in a way that really matters. And so to the degree that October wasn't fully settled for you, wasn't clear enough, sure enough, known enough, to the degree that you were kept waiting, perhaps by others, perhaps by life, don't be surprised, because that is also part of the 10-1 dynamic. 0 in itself is, of course, nothing, but it is also that lesson of through nothing, through connecting to nothing, in other words, the universe, higher self, guidance, divine energies, not just egoic ones. By doing those things, if we do it the right way, for the right level, What we tend to access is the sense that everything's okay, is the guidance that says this is why this is going on, even if you've got more to go. So to the degree that you felt this, and the other aspect to notice, though, that we had, again, 4 master numbers. So we had 3 10 ones, and then we also had a 33 6, and 33 6 is all about balance. It's all about manifesting. And therefore, October could have been for you a time that really asked you to process things and be good at processing things. In other words, refuse to stay in the narrative of pessimism, fear, tension, hate, competition, anxiety, whatever those words are. So October, should we say, you could, from all of the above and even from the chart. So again, if you wish to, go back through to my website, psychicandenergywork.com.au, to the archives page, and just download everything that was said about October at the beginning of last month to help you place these things even better. The joy of 10.1 and the joy of 33.6 is that they are always designed to help us become a better version of ourselves. But not only that, to actually live a better reality in the version of ourselves that we are ready to become now. So 10.1 is very much about blossoming, discovering yourself at a new level. Oh my goodness, I can handle that. Oh my goodness, this is me as a value add, as a complete kit. Not something that's missing or faulty or inevitably denied by the universal flow. So again, if October was jarring, it was sort of supposed to be, but all of those moments are here to help us get ready for the more that is coming. Not only get ready for it, but also receive it by refusing to stay in our narratives, in our mind, in our tension, in ego, in child. So as a final point, how do you do that to the degree that you want a bit of a hand? At the end of the day, it's breath. It's breath. Breathe out through your mouth and let go of the whole deal, just for a second. You're not doing that in a physical level. You're doing it in an energetic level, and therefore a spiritual and a manifesting level. The divine can't bring something if your space is full. So letting go, using breath out through mouth, in a way that is just about, I let everything go right now, not because I don't want it, not even because it's horrible. But by doing those things, we create the space for the universe to move as it can, for the universe to show us how it moves, and for the universe to guide us as to how we can move with it, to receive, to channel, to manifest, and to live the path we're really here for. So I hope this helps place October. I'm now going to go through to my second video for November as part of the monthly observations, which talks about the birth number. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Let me know how this goes.